There we go. Okay. Maybe that's working? We'll see if that works. We will see if that works. We need to find some real pictures of snails. That would be helpful. Put that up there. Whoa, what happened, kid? What do those iron snails look like? This comes up and then that goes over. Okay, that's pretty good. How can we make this look more sci-fi? That's the question. How to sci-fi snail. I said all of the towers and stuff should be made out of stone, so maybe the enemies should too. Maybe we should make it a little more organic. A little more... Actually, does stone count as organic or not? That's a question. A question I don't know how to answer. Dirt is technically organic. You should do something like this. Like, this little etch in it. What are you doing, kid? You kicking stuff? Geek, geek, geek. I do like the idea of snails, but maybe not for the first. I mean, maybe they'd work for the first thing. They don't need to drop goop right at the beginning. This could work. I do like these like little bumps, the skin bumps. You can make that look a little more spiky. Yeah. They do explode when they die, so maybe we'll put some red in here. Red and orange. Make it look like they're kind of glowing. That doesn't look like it's going to glow. It just looks like it's got lines on it. See what else we got. Spikes, maybe? Could be fun to have like a continuous theme of like thorns or something growing out of all the creatures. That'd be kind of neat. Do. Tahashi Brown in the chat, welcome in. How are you today? Demon snail. I do think the first one should probably be pretty cute. But this is pretty cool. I don't like the spikes, but it doesn't matter. That's fine. We're going to put that away. We're going to start the viewer suggestion. Oops. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Whoop. There we go. Snail over there. Put the rugbies under here. Get a new layer going. Let me save out these rugbies. I'm going to try to start saving these out and put them in the Discord like right as we do them. That way I won't forget. I think I forgot to save the big iron boy we drew last time. I put it in the Discord. I just didn't save it. That's okay. Alright. So for those of you who are new or don't know what's going on, we are going to draw the viewer suggestions. I have them on a list. If you have not suggested one this week, you're very welcome to suggest one. We put them on the list, we roll the dice gods decide what we draw. Currently we have a D10, so let's roll a D10. See where we go. Bionic, welcome in. Opened streams on my phone and YouTube got an ad for AI-powered D&D. Oh no. I wonder if I can correct that. A magical girl with Mad Hatter madness and rabbits. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like AI taking jobs away from stuff, but at the same time, like if people are playing D&D and that's the only way they can play D&D, like I want them to play D&D, you know. Mind you, you could go play like Baldur's Gate, which is great, but it is a full retail game, and I know a lot of people can't do that. So. Magical girl, right? Magical girl. Magical girl. Let's look up some magical girls. It's just, yeah, I mean, it's Sailor Moon. We're gonna have to do a giant hat, right? Like that's the whole shebang. But do we do mini skirt? I could just basically draw. Caitlyn from League of Legends. In my opinion, D&D duets are great and super underrated. What is that like? Oh, for 2 players? I've had a few people talk to me about they make solo, like solo D&D journals, which I think is kind of a cool idea. That could be kind of fun to play on stream sometime, if I ever think about doing that, or have the time to. There's so many things I want to do, I just don't have the time for. I want to finish the game. I want to work on my commission today. I'm going to try to finish my commission today. So we'll do that. And then make another video. Last video did okay. If you haven't watched it, I highly suggest you go watch it. Patreon rewards will probably go out. Yeah, I'll probably send something out either this week or next week. Probably next week. I wanted to wait for the next video, and I was expecting to work on that this week, but I have a commission to work on, so we'll go from there. This hat is too tall. Ash Brown, welcome in. Kai, welcome in. Just subbed because algorithm let me to you. I don't know what content is about yet, but my idea for the moment. Sure. So today we're doing D&D viewer suggestions. If you have a D&D character you'd like to see drawn, you can suggest it to me in a sentence or less. We put it on a list and then we draw it. If the dice gods so demand it. Right now I'm drawing a magical girl, Mad Hatter, which isn't really D&D related, but I can make it work. Somewhere between a ranger and an inventor, I guess. Plus, magical girls are just fun to draw. So. I feel like she should have, if she has rabbits, like you have a Mad Hatter, people are gonna think she's a magician. Maybe she should be pulling rabbits out of hats. Should we do puffy sleeves or maybe sleeveless with puffy cuffs? That's always an interesting one. I think that's still, once again, I think I'm just drawing Caitlyn. I think I am just drawing Caitlyn. We'll find out. I've become somewhat recently engrossed in D&D. Started my first table session a couple months ago. Nice! We're on our way to prepare a second campaign in coming months in Curse of Strahd module. Nice! I've not played Curse of Strahd yet. I should. I have a lot of friends that have it and have run it. But Alice in Dungeon Land? That's pretty funny. Leona Cashbrand, welcome in, by the way. It's hard to balance if you're unfamiliar with monsters, but it's easy and minimal schedule conflicts. Gotcha. Yeah, one-on-one player. That was actually how I did my first D&D session, was basically one-on-one, which was really fun. Basically, just have somebody that knows what they're doing, teaches you how to play the game, run a character. That's it. That's all it takes. Derp rabbits. We'll draw some derp rabbits here. How can I make her more Mad Hatter vibe, though? Can I give her like a little bit more? Maybe not stable. Little wild hair. We can do wild hair. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. I don't know how the shirt connects. Does it have a neck tie? Should just be a dress. Okay. I feel like I'm drawing Santana. Tail cannon. Make this collar a little more accentuated. I'm drawing with a black marker today, and that's not normal. Usually I do just random colors. Is this working out for the placement on the phone? Let me see. Make sure I'm actually drawing in the right space. Yeah. We're doing the split stream today, so we'll see how that is. I don't know if people are watching on their phones or if they're watching on my PC and the cursive straw named better. Nice. Oh, Kobold Artificer. Alright. Whose Eldritch Cannon is attached and grafted to their tail. That's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. I will put that on the list for you. I just realized whatever I'm drawing, it looks like she's gonna destroy the bunny somehow. What's up, kid? You want to use the dice? Okay, just don't put it in your mouth. Or throw it up into the air. That was not appropriate. Can I have that back, please? Can you get that for me? Can I have it? Thank you. Do you need a cracker? No, you don't need a cracker? Okay. Alright. Cursive Strahd's supposed to be pretty mean, right? You do want a cracker? What's up? There you go. Got distracted by the blue. Alright. Vorpal tail cannon. I'm not in the live stream chat. 1 second. Pleats. Maybe some big old boots. I don't usually draw this much. This might be too much. It does look like she's going to sacrifice the bunny. Maybe if I change the hand positioning of it. There we go. Part of me does want to just give her a giant, giant rifle, which doesn't make sense for the character, but here we are. I feel like I'm drawing kind of crooked now. A lot of party kills, yeah. but is what it is. Oh, she's supposed to be a magical girl. That's why I was getting all confused. Let's give her some kind of like magic wand. It should be bunny themed though. If it's the Mad Hatter or tea. It is I. I can't think of a bunny-themed pun magical girl name. Someone hit me with that. Hit me with a bunny. That arm is too far away. Path of the Celestial Idol. That's pretty great. Big rifle. At this point, I'd be drawing Alice in Wonderland. Skin like Caitlin. Does that exist? I should just look that up. That's pretty dope. The hair should get more ridiculous, though. You're right. Bigger pleats, too. Everything should be bigger. What's going on, kid? Are you thirsty? I don't know what that was about. Hey, kid, close that. If you need a drink, I have one. Close it all the way, please. Thank you. You need a drink? You're getting so smart. The wand is definitely what we need. Easter Bunny Caitlin. Man, I haven't played League of Legends in so long. Which is fine. I don't think I need to again. What did I watch? I watched our second season of Arcane. That was really good. They did a really good job on that. Makes me miss the characters, but not the game. If that makes sense. I don't want to draw feet today. Oh, that is the beauty of having your own stream, is you can decide when to draw the feet. Feet are extra. Okay. I think we're good there. Let's give her some like cool, fancy, magical jewelry. Because that makes sense to me. I kind of want to give her like big bangles or something. The Mad Hatter having like giant coat kind of makes sense to have giant cuffs, giant arm cuffs, something like that. Put a bunny skull because it's a D&D character. You know, you gotta have a skull on there somewhere. this? Some kind of skull. I feel like she needs buck teeth, but it's alright. She's not a bunny. She just has bunnies, right? Are you streaming also on different platforms or just YouTube right now? Just YouTube right now. I used to stream on Twitch a lot more, but I just haven't had time, and Twitch is a little more grumpy about just things in general. And if I dual stream, then sometimes the YouTube censorship gets mad about like the Twitch notifications. So yeah, a bunch of my videos got demonetized because of people pinging the sound effects in Twitch, which doesn't matter because I make like 15 cents on the live streams. That might actually be generous, but yeah. So I just haven't streamed on Twitch in a while. Someday I'll go back. All right, I think there's our Mad Hatter Magic Girl. We need more Magic Girls in the D&D universe. There's a couple ways to do them. I would even go as far as to say like a Beast Totem Barbarian is a Magic Girl, and I might make a short about that. I'm gonna write that down just in case so I don't forget. Jackie Lope. Hash Brown got it. That's what we needed. Alright, I'm rolling the dice. So, once again, the way this works is if you put your suggestion on the list, I roll the dice got to decide what we draw. I rolled a 3. A squat, stocky kobold with the face of an ankylosaurus, okay, holding a hammer. That's the ones with the beefy heads, right? New character idea for later. Yeah. Take it and run with it. Okay, dinosaur kobold. Let's do it. Oh, that's not what I was thinking of, but we can also do that. Give him a beak. Kobolds with the beaks are few and far between. For me, anyways. Eyes like way down here. No, it's got to be a derpy kobold. I really want him to be derpy. Let's start with this. I do like that giant cheek spike. Ditto kobold moment? Hell yeah. This is gonna be a real. I guess it was supposed to be squat, so yeah, here we go. The squirt kobold. There we go. That's good. I like that. He's too angry. He needs to be more dirt. What am I doing? He's got to have the tail, too. Okay, should we make this hammer like way too big? Give me the same vibes as Kevin from Up. How can we make this child more a ball? Just one big potato. What's up, kid? You want the dice again? Please don't throw it. You dropped it that time. No, you can't have more dice. Pick up the one you dropped. Come on. Right there. You pick it back up? No? Okay, I'm gonna pick it back up. Boing. 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 When in doubt, bigger hammer. I don't know if you guys can see it. I need to make sure I'm drawing on the right layer here. Hold on. Let's do that real quick. Oh boy, I'm a little kerwumpled here. I'll move that over about there. Oops, is that too far? The stream keeps pausing. There we go. That's good. For those of you watching on the phone, you're gonna have to hang tight, and then I will show you the giant, ridiculous hammer I'm gonna draw. He needs to be a little chunkier, I think. Posted a comment on an Archfey video, and the comment thread is just people commenting on the raccoon picture. That sounds about right. I mean, it's fine. Someone yesterday posted on one of my videos. What was it? It was weird. I really want to like your videos, but all your videos are bad takes. And I was like, interesting. Tell me more. I thought that was a very refreshingly honest comment, if not a little backhanded. But to each their own. I do take a kind of a strange take on D&D and Pathfinder. Like, I love Pathfinder to death, but I do a lot of. I'm gonna do this because I think it's more fun. I had a friend back in the day tell me that it's a lot easier to DM than people think, because you just have to be confident, and then what if you don't know a rule, make it up. And it's like, that's a smart way to look at it, but you have to be consistent. And so, like, you need to know enough about DMing that when you make up a rule, it makes sense. And that's kind of where I'm at. I like doing that. I like being able to say, you know what, I don't know if there's an exact rule for that, but this makes sense, and I think it will balance the game well. And if not, we can change it. So it's fun to do that. Oh, I read your comment wrong. You posted a comment on an Archfey video. Archie video? Archery video? Archery video. God, I can't read today. And people are just commenting on your picture. Got it. That's funny. BS the rules, but also write it down for later. Exactly, yeah. That's not what the rules say. Yeah, that's how we've been playing it though. that's completely legitimate, you know. You are the god of this reality. Make it fun, and that's the most important thing. As long as what you're doing is trying to make it fun for people. I have one player that's pretty new to D&D. I think we've been playing for like a year now, but I think this is his only D&D kind of outlet. We'll do something. I'll say, okay, what do you guys want to do? And he'll explain these like huge, extravagant things that his character wants to do. I'm like, well, this is a 6-second turn, but I like where your head's at, so let's do it this way, right? Like it's not something that the game would normally allow, but yeah, you have to be flexible. Like let your players. I was gonna say run your mouth, but that's not true. Let your players just like play with their imagination. Let them run wild a little bit. Fake it till you make it. And then make your own game system. Blue, it's just like jumping from one sheep to another. We don't jump on sheep, Mackenzie. Really? Blue out of context is amazing. My table is trying our best to play raw, but very minor adjustments, so no weapon actions, flay, cleave, repose, etc. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm a big fan of those. Like, I let people try to do that. But I also come from Pathfinder 1, where, like, feint is an important move. Captain Jump Rope loves using a Lucerne hammer, which was giving you sunder, so you just smash people's armor. Still super fun. I've also played with a lot of gunslingers that want to do called shots. Like, I'm going to shoot the weapon out of their hand. It's like, cool, try it. It's not going to be easy, but you're welcome to try it. And that kind of stuff, I think, can add a lot to the game. And not have to, like, there's not that much extra to it, but... Hell, things like grappling, I think, make the game more complicated than those kind of things. But it really just depends on what you're trying to do. Alright, there's our Ankylosaurus kobold. I wanted to make this hammer much bigger, but I think that's all we need. Let me save this out. I will shrink it down. We'll put it on the Discord for people. Coming from Baldur's Gate 3, there were definitely a culture shock of learning rules, like prepared actions or dodge actions. It was like a third eye opening moment. Yeah, prepared actions are really powerful, and they're always a little hard to, like, explain to people. Because a lot of people look at it as, I just want to wait for this and then take my turn, and it's like, that kind of works, and in some situations it's fine. But the rules used to be really, really mean about it. Like, if you prepared a spell... what was it called? Ankylosaurus? I'm just going to call it Kobold. If you prepared a spell and then the action that you were preparing for didn't happen, you lost the spell. That used to be how it was. And I don't know if it still is in 5e. Oops, I put that in the live stream chat. But... I think that's silly. I think that is silly. If you want to forgo your turn to prepare to shoot a spell, and then it doesn't happen, you've lost the spell. Sorry, you've lost the action of the turn, not the spell itself, is my rationality to it. Because I've also had people that have been like, oh, that thing didn't happen. Can I just take my turn now? And it's like, no, because you are waiting. You're waiting for a thing, and it didn't happen. So that's where I usually draw the line, which is a little different than some other people. Okay, there's our tiny kobold with a hammer. I'm going to give myself a little sketch here. Let's do it this way. I'm going to draw a big old square. Bloop. Can I fill that in? I'm gonna do this real quick. Is that visible for the cell phone people? Okay. Put that like right there. I think that is my drawing field. I'm gonna put that at like 3% opacity. And then that way I know where I'm supposed to be drawing. So that'll be good. We're going to do that. We'll put the little kobold over here in the corner. I like him just kind of hiding there. He's just going to hang out. Just going to hang out down here. Yes, you can see brown block. Good. Okay, cool. Let's switch to a blue. Rolling some dice. Here we go. I rolled a 10 and we don't have a 10. I can see even the dice and the other drawings. Wait, what? You can see the dice? You can see the whole thing on the cell phone? Are you on widescreen or vertical? Interesting. Cool. Okay. Well, I'm not going to worry about that as much anymore, then. You can do both. Alright, cool. So I don't need to worry about drawing into the dead middle? Or if you go vertical, does it only show the square? I have to reroll, by the way, because I rolled a 10 and we don't have a 10. I rolled a 3 again. Alright. An elemental who's cursed to possess a jailbroken washing machine. Outfitted with wheels and googlies on it. Okay. Okay, a sentient washing machine is, I think, what we're drawing. I'm gonna enter it. Maybe iPhone is different. Yeah, I have no idea. This is a brand new thing. Last week it popped up for me. So long as you can see what I'm drawing, that's all that matters. But when it shows me the preview, it only shows me basically where the square is right now. That's all I can see. What was the pie making machine from Adventure Time? Nestor? That feels right. Should it be a front-loading washing machine or a top-loading washing machine? I feel like the googly eyes mean it has to be a front-loading. This sounds kind of like a joke character, so I'm gonna speed run it a little bit. When I read jailbroke, I assumed that meant like you used to jailbreak your Xbox or your iPhone so that you could put other things on it. Which maybe is the case. But I think this thing might have actually escaped from prison. Oh, give it a coin slot? Yeah, good call. Good call. Is that in the front or on the top? It's got to be on the top, right? Do something like this. I've thought about opening a laundromat. I don't have any money, but like that could be kind of interesting as jobs go. They're just like, I am here. Give me coin. I make sure all your laundry is done. My mother used to work there when she was in college. That was a long time ago. No offense to my mother. I'm gonna give it like a dolly handle. it's just sitting on a hand cart. That's how it's rolling around. It needs like the straps that are just holding it on. How does it attack? Does it use psychic weapons? Does it use spells? Does it just bash people? Washing machine, use tackle! Someone just randomly gave me a family-sized bag of Fruity Pebbles. Okay. It has the charger feet. Dope. That would make a lot of sense. I'm gonna give it another strap. I feel like we need some extra designs on here. Give it some foldings here for some extra rigidity. Do some of this. Maybe it's got some more on top here so you can put your laundry detergent down without it falling over. Do something like that. Ha! It should have like a Blastoise water jet attack. Don't do it. Do not climb up on that. Thank you. I looked at the boy and I snapped my fingers and he immediately knew what he was doing. He's like, nope, not doing it. Shook his head and then went and sat down on the stoop. I was like, yeah. The hell, kid. We'll make the bottom of it kind of dirty. But I doubt a washing machine gets to clean itself very often. Do something like that. Add some dents. A little more texture on here. Doing some lights. I think we did it. I think we're done. I think that's all we're gonna do with this. But there it is. If someone uses this for their character token, please let me know, and I may keep cleaning it up. Sentient washing machine. I like it. Reflavor lightning bolt is a giant water blast. Yeah, you could do that. Just one straight cannon. I think Pathfinder has a water push thing. For a game that doesn't like people having pets, it sure does want to be a Pokemon game. Like, real hard. Well, washing machine was not something I thought I would put on my sketching list today, but there it is. There it is. Now there's a kobold standing on the washing machine. Alright. What am I doing with my life? I don't know anymore. I have no control. I've lost the plot. Forgot to post the bunny mage to Discord. Did I? Oh, I did. Hold on. Bunny mage is definitely another one of those words that I was not expecting today. Here we are, though. It is March. It is almost time for Easter. We need to do a lot of bunny stuff this month. Okay, rolling dice. 2. A hyena demi-lich monster, cookbook, grimoire of a cursed pastry chef. Let's break this down. A hyena demi-lich monster cookbook. The demi-lich is just a skull, right? So it would be a hyena skull cookbook? Question mark? It starts with instead of the, but if it said the hyena demi-lich monster cookbook grimoire, that would make me think it's the cookbook. But because it says a hyena demi-lich monster cookbook grimoire, it makes me think it's a hyena first and there is a cookbook. Those are certainly words that you said, yeah. I think we're going to draw the book. I know I just drew a weird square laundry machine. That's not right. Washing machine. We're going to draw the book. I do like drawing items. It's fun. There are so many skulls that look very similar. Like a hyena skull and a badger skull. Hyenas are not mustelids. But like, whoa kid. Badgers, wolves, hyenas, cats even. Like their skulls are all pretty similar. Pretty similar. What are you doing, kid? Kid, can you go sit down, please? What did you just take? You want a drink? You can have a drink. Why are you covered in pink? Weep weep. If this is your suggestion, please let me know your actual intent. So I think the thing about demi-liches is they have gems for eyes, which is kind of cool. So we put the skull on the book, we'll put the demi-lich gems on the eyes here. And maybe we'll put some etched runes in the skull. The Enchiridion. I do want to give my players more, maybe not necessarily evil spell books, but more questionable spell books. "101 Ways to Cook a Human." Like that, nobody wants to find that. Doesn't matter if you're in a... I don't know if it's worse if you find it in like a troll cave versus like a church. It's like, well, what do we do with this information now? Do we pretend we never found this book? Do we call the authorities? Okay, I have a weird meta question related to Bluey, which I know some people are sick of me talking about Bluey, but like it's the only thing I got. In one episode, Bluey asked for a puppy. Is Bluey asking for a puppy or a baby? Nobody has dogs in this universe, because they are dogs. Is it a meta commentary and they're actually people? And so a dog is actually a dog and we just don't see any? Or is by asking for a puppy, asking for a baby? These are the questions that go through a DM's mind. Never judge a book by its cover, except this one. Seriously, put that down. Yeah, the Necronomicon's a classic one. You don't want that. Any book that can talk to you, like, you gotta be careful about it. Do, 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 do. I should put a spoon on the front since it's a cookbook. Otherwise people will get confused. Gelatinous cube canapes. The meta commentary is that pets are people too. Oh no. Okay, I think that's probably good. Unless I need maybe one or two more things. What about instead of having like a bookmark, it's got a little bookmark with some spoons on it, some teaspoons. I have a very nice set of measuring spoons, because when I used to work at a restaurant where you had to have your own equipment, and my boss was like, buy these are the best ones, they will last you forever. And I did, and I can't imagine they cost more than like $10, but like $10 for a measuring spoon seems ridiculous. But I love them, and every time I have to use someone else's like little plastic dinky ones, it's just like, oh man, I fucking love my metal measuring spoons. Spend your time and money well, people. Things that you're going to use for more than a few times. Spend the money. That's a kid that needs to use the bathroom. I'll be right back, everybody. Hang tight. I will be back in just a moment. Okay, we're back. We are back. That's our book. Let's go on to the next one. Let me snapshot this one real quick. Right? A demi-lich is just a floating skull, right? Hope I did that right. Alright, we got another 20 minutes or so. Let's keep going. Hydrophobic lizard folk who's a warlock with a deep-known oceanic patron? Okay. A lizard who's scared of water. There's the warlock to a water person. Ooh, oh, my shoulder. Lots of lizards today. Hydrophobia is a symptom of rabies. Do that. Okay, fair enough. I want to draw a frog. It's not all frogs like the water, right? Dehydrated frog because he's too scared to touch the water. Yeah.
If I don't do it, I will die.
Should we give him like a raincoat? He's gonna look like a Naruto character if we give him a raincoat. One second, you're back. Okay, sorry about that. What do raincoats look like? Wow. You give him like a Tim Burton umbrella. How are we drawing frog feet? You alright, kid? I think I'm losing steam here. Hold on. Let me see if I can refocus and get this back to a workable spot. There we go. That's better. Okay. I'm back on track. If it's a frog, that's not a lizard, is it? Shoot. We can make it a gecko. Let's make it a gecko. Geckos are funny. Give him a big old squamp tail. Squamp. Frogs, lizards, they all got deep face. Yeah, they all got dark face. 100%. 100%. That looks much better. I'm glad we redid this. Maybe a hood, maybe a tiny hood here. Alright, I think that's good. What time is it? 11:50. Let's do one more. I bet we can do one more. And then we'll save the rest for Friday. I bet we can do one more at least. Oh, kid, you were playing a dangerous game. Took the shoes off and now he's just sliding all over the place. Yeah, careful. Be careful, please. Do 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 do. That one got really sketchy. All right. Cowboy Kobold. All right. One more lizard boy for the day, and then we'll call. I think I get a Cowboy Kobold every week. Apparently I'm just drawing little squampy boys today. Womp womp. Squash squash. Okay. I want to make this one a little different than the last cowboy one we drew. We're gonna give him some little ears, a little cowboy, almost like Minotaur-esque, I think is what we're gonna do. Mustache, he needs a little mustache. That was a happy little accident, let's take it. Little bolo tie. Oh yeah, you blowing raspberries, kid? Good job. Give him a very small poncho. I think that'll be funny. What are you doing today? Oh, you know, just drawing weird little kobolds. That's all. Little tiny lizard boys. Little derringer. Pew pew. Little gun holster here. Alright. I think we done did it. I think we done did it. Cool. All right, thanks everybody for hanging out today. We will be back on Friday to finish up this list. Like I said, I'm going to try to finish up a commission today. I might work on that in chat, in the Discord, if the boy goes down for a nap here soon. I gotta go make lunch for him, and then we'll see how long that takes. But I'm going to work on that today, get that finished up. I am still working on the game, trying to get that up on Steam so I can do a playtest. If you're interested in doing that, just message me on Discord, and I will make sure to get you a link once that goes up. It's going, and I'm happy with it. But we're so far away, so I'm not super worried about it. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks for the wonderful suggestions today. It's a good chat. Welcome in all the new people. And yeah, we'll go from there. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. We'll catch everybody next week, or on Friday, I suppose. Have a good one. Yeah, no problem. Bye, everybody.